Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Curt, and I wanted to do a series on creatures that are not in the 5e monster manual that I thought were pretty cool, and why. And, well, I kind of wanted to start with Fiend Folio Aarakocra, except they're in the 5e monster manual, so they only get an honorable mention. Now, I gotta say, these are kind of a different creature if you consider that the arms and the wings are one structure. So that's kind of a noticeable difference. This was when, back in the 80s, when I first found this book, I liked this creature a lot, and I really wanted to play one. But it wasn't an option until much later. I saw it in 5e, thought that was cool, but hey, that's not where we're going to go. Because, like I said, this is going to be monsters that are not in 5e's monster manual. So, sorry, Aarakocra. Instead, the Lseed. Now, as you can tell, it's pretty much just a wood elf on the top, deer on the bottom. It's an interesting take on the centaur. Totally different kind of feel to it. You're not getting the whole Greek centaur, satyr kind of thing going on. Now, I use these creatures in a game of mine that I called The Island at Terra Incognita. And my way of seeing these things was that the island, while it was on the prime material plane, the border with the Feywild was very weak, and a few tribes of these things had come through. Being forest creatures, they didn't have a lot of mining or forging or anything like that, so metal weapons were a rarity for them, and they would be willing to trade or work to get metal tools and such, you know, iron pots to cook in, steel knives and such. And they ended up being used as mercenaries by the bad guys briefly. But, you know, if you want to make these up, these are from the Kobold Press Tome of Beasts, specifically Tome of Beasts 1. Okay, the stats that are given, pretty easy. AC 14, moderate ability scores. They have dark vision, skills in nature, perception, stealth, survival, languages, common, elvish, and sylvan. Wood friend, when in a forest, Alseid leave no tracks and automatically discern true north. Actions, spear, short bow. And there is a variant which has a little bit of druidic magic. Okay. While this is a 5e stat block from a 5e compatible book, that also means that it's going to be compatible with Kobold Press's new game that they're coming up with, which is pretty much a rewritten 5e. It's probably compatible with some version of Pathfinder, but in any other fantasy RPG, if you have elves, you can simply change the movement rate, and there you go. That's your set of stats for this type of creature. I thought that they were kind of useful to me because I wanted in my island to say that no humanoid two-legged type creatures had traveled there in a couple hundred years. So when humans showed up, they were the new thing. So I could fudge that and have basically elves, but not. And it fit for what I was trying to do. So anyway, there's the Lseed. I thought they were kind of cool. DM Curt, out.